Diet coffee. Hello, how are you guys doing? Today we're playing some game called Doki Doki Literature Club. I've gotten a bunch of people who have very cryptically told me just to experience and play this game. Maybe speedrun it. I looked at the, usually how I do the speedruns is I check the time to beat. And, you know, your average Sakura game is about, 2.5 hours. This one is closer to 4. I haven't looked into it much. I just made sure... Well, I tried to check and see if it had any porn. Because that's usually a tip-off that I shouldn't stream it. But, I looked through the, Steam comments, and they're all, like, Zolgo text. And people being like, just play it. And chat is now saying, oh no, are you fucking with me? I just finished this game, oh my god. So there's that. No one's provided spoilers, but, like, the number of people who have requested that I play this game is sort of on the level of, like, just before Undertale got big. So this is, like, a thing. This is a thing for some reason. It looks just like, I mean, Doki Doki. My understanding of Japanese is the sound of, like, a heartbeat. So, it's like a heartthrob, you know? Like when you see someone you love, it goes Doki Doki. And it's a literature club. I booted it just to make sure it worked. Beyond that, I have not played it at all. You're greeted immediately with this screen, which I will show you as soon as possible. Which is cryptic in of itself. I looked at the gameplay trailer, and it looked just like a normal thing. It says, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety and depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit ddlc.mo/warning.html. Someone want to go to that real quick and just make sure it doesn't have porn? Because that doesn't sound like what it's going to be. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I imagine the link does have spoilers, so... There's no porn. Okay. Sure, I guess I agree to that. I do have chronic depression and anxiety. So let's just go ahead and play this. Yay! That's nice cheery music for that. Okay. Totally God, thank you for subscribing. Yeah? So far so good? Please enter your name. Let's go with Rev. It's probably going to add a Kun, isn't it? I was going to add Rev Kun, but it's probably going to add that, because it seems like the kind of game. Hey! This is going to be, like, the worst voice acting, because I have dyslexia as well as anxiety, depression, and, shenanigans. Anyway, Retro Zaki, I'm sorry I didn't show your resub, but thank you. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any kind of attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd see yourself never making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Implying I have friends like that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. I'm gonna, turn off my Steam overlay, because I'm getting, like, stuff from, like, other people playing games. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Satori catch up with me. Yeah. I overslept again. Oh, Sayori. You're so like that, apparently. But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you, says me. Yeah, it's like you say like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Rev. It didn't add a Kun. That's disappointing. I wanted it to be Rev Kun. Because, I mean... Well, if people are staring at you and for acting weird, I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. I mean, there's more animation already in this game than, like, any of the other fucking games like this that I've played. Her eyes are a little bit too far apart for my taste. But hey, you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to me even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hee hee hee. Tee hee! We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. And by the way, Rev, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Should I do voice acting for this, like actual attempts at voice acting? I haven't been looking either. That's not true! You told me that you would join a club this year. I did? Close enough. I'm sure it's possible that I did, but in many conversations I dismissively go along with whatever she's going about. Sayori's likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I mean, same. Uh-oh. I was talking about how I'm worried about how you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years just because you're not ready to because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise that you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I get myself lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind just at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. And drink a little bit more coffee. Tilda got this flavored coffee the other day. She didn't mean to. She just wanted to get something new. It's fucking awful. And I just ran it through. We had the same grounds this morning. And, wow, it's bad. Anyway, the school day is over, or is as ordinary as other... whatever. After I get done packing up my thing, I stare blankly at the wall, looking even for an ounce of motivation. I mean, to me, coffee's coffee. I'll just throw a little bit extra cream in or something. I don't know. Clubs. So Yuri wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no other choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, I didn't know... Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. I'm just gonna keep making me like to your own club. Well, I thought you need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? You could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to join your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. That sounds like an actually bad club for me to be in. I like reading. I like being read too. I like listening to books on tape. So I could do a literature club if it was like books on tape. I was not even aware that she had interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club the other day I would bring a new member. And Natsuki... Nat? Natsuki. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hee hee hee. Don't make promises that you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Oh! Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the first day that I sold my soul for a cupcake. Same. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school, and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to It's a pleasure meeting you. Yes. Shit, I'm gonna do great in the literature club. Sayori, it's always nice to says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Wow. Sexist? Fucking bitch. Anyway, way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Rev, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name apparently is Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. All of them you don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Sayori, you can't just ignore her while she gets... You can just... Whatever, fuck it. Sayori says quietly in my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I know how to pronounce Yuri, don't ask why. Ah, well, it's nice meeting both of you. Well, it sounds like you already know Monica? Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Rev. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Oh, I thought I was gonna continue and say something, so I got really close to the mic. Moved the pop filter and everything, and the game fucked me. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Rev. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it has been widened so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feel a little awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, revealing a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with... What the fuck is this game, guys? How long have I been streaming? We're 15 minutes into this game. When does this turn into something that I actually give a shit about? Have weebs just been messaging me? Is that all this is? Weeb shit? So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down on one. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking it? Me. It's not like are you tsundere? Is that the trope we're going with? Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yes. Made them for you or anything? I mean, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacups in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom, I say, being a total dick about it? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. So don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. It's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, the tea and the reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I do. And you can buy my tea at the fucking tea post. Does anyone have a link to that shit? Is it bit.ly/revtpost? Let me... Is that it? Is that the right link? Or did I just take you somewhere? Yeah. bit.ly/revtpost. RevT. I'm classy. I haven't actually had any in a long time, so I don't know. That needs to become a command. I should probably do that when I remember. Anyway, well, it's he and reading my... But yeah, right. Anyway, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make a club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you've decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you already the leader of the debate club last year? Haha! Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing and budget and publicity about how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. I don't fucking know why this game, Glass Brain, but everyone wants me to play it, so... And I'm surprised to see that there aren't more people in this club yet. It might be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting into all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow from this club and before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. I can't do enough voices. I can do, like, Gerald's and I can do, like, screeching awful girl voice, and then I can do my sultry voice, and then I have, like, this douchebaggy one that I can do. I guess that's enough. Such different girls. They're all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Rev, what kind of things do you like to read? Well... I read that backwards, but whatever. I thought your douchebaggy voice was your regular voice. You're right. Considering how little I've read these last few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. I can change. For you, baby. What am I saying? I spoke without saying after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is already amazing to me. I can tell a good story in the foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It's obvious, by the way, that her eyes light up that she's found some comfort in the world of books, and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writers can deliberately take your advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Desperately trying to grasp onto something that I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Sorry, I'm doing a really piss-poor job reading chat. If someone subs or something, just bug me and I'll do it. I'll scroll back up and find it. For someone as gentle as you? Well, you guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club's meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Eat your cupcakes! Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you. Natsuki slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Retrozaki, thank you for 2 months of sub. Would you like a copy of Pony Island? I'm alright. Why do I do these things? I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you say you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Well, it's just really impressive. Smappiest Bob, thank you for 10 months of support. Why am I being swarmed by anime girls? Because this is what people wanted and I don't know what to fucking stream for this week. This is what we're doing. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Well, it's not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have experiences writing too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example for Natsuki to feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same way for you, Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit there in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Is it really like they both said nothing? ... Like, I guess that's a thing. But they weren't saying anything before while she was talking, so... Anyway. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus now we have a new member. I think it'll help us all get more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Rev? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. I don't know fucking anything about any of these girls. Don't make me choose yet. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? I'm illiterate. Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Yuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have the clubs to look at it. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare blankly at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Rev, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I gotta blow my nose, sorry. I've been real stuffed up recently. Oh, fuck. Sorry. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! So Yuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Rev, record yourself blowing yourself. That's way more entertainment right now. That's... The wording was not the best. I'm not gonna... I mean... I guess I could record that, but I don't think it's, yeah. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. Rev, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Rev, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, so Yuri and I never walk home together anymore since she always stayed after for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! It's just like a Sakura Spirit game where I have no actual agency. It's given me choices and then just said, this is what you're doing. Isn't that your cousin? No, she lives next door. It's the girl next door trope. We got the tsundere and the... What's the one where it's like, they're quiet? Is that moe? And then what's the other one? Is anyone actually interested in this visual novel? People have said that, I mean, like, looking at the... Hold on. Dairy? Yeah, okay, so hold on. Let me give you a screen region. I want to show you something. Because I understand where you're coming from. This is the only reason that I'm actually even considering playing this. Can you read that? Yeah, here we go. These are the Steam reviews. This game is one hell of an experience and needs to be played blind. Cute girls doing cute things in the club. And then there's this Yalgo text. So there's that. Also, look at all these shame games that I have. Luckily, I don't have Nekopara. And Clan did. Oh my god. I thought that was like an anime. It's like a... Anyway. Don't go spoiling yourself, but I'm just trying to point out that apparently this goes somewhere eventually. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Nitsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Fuck it, I'm taking some Dayquil. So that way I can stop sniffling like a fucking idiot. The whole Clandid bundle is $80 USD. Cheaper than Shadow of War or whatever. I'm allergic to this game. Same face? They don't have same face. The left and the leftmost two do, basically. Oh, fuck. I had some on the desk, and I meant to take it before I went live. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing my poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whomever likes your poem the most. Okay. This is cute. Alright, so I get to pick how to write a poem. Okay, Fester would be creepy. Shoe Plastic, thank you for subbing. Lyrics to your favorite King Diamond song. Oh, fuck. That's a hard one. Halloween I've been playing a lot recently. This game is not lesbians, as far as I know. There's a girl whose name is Yuri, but I don't think... I mean, it's... Yuri on Ice was a very different anime than I thought it was gonna be. Let me just say. It was very gay. I'll give you that. Anyway, candy, romance, socks, question, family, forgive, treasure, landscape. I like writing that's about, like, if I'm gonna write, I like things that are just like I said, non-conflict stories. So let's go with like, I mean, if we're doing like King Diamond songs, I can be like It would probably start with, like, Family Ghost. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger. Okay, that one. Fester, alone, jump, peaceful. Peaceful, yeah. So, did they jump? Oh, a graveyard. Hella. Okay, so she jumps if I choose spooky things. So I guess this is where I choose, which girl I'm trying to court. I can get the girl next door, the tsundere girl, or I can get the is it Moe or Deri? I pick more spooky things. Cheeks, unstable, love, empty, waterfall, childhood, uncanny. Yeah, let's love in the graveyard. It's like, Pretty in a Casket. That song. Good song. Anyway, it's not really a love song, though. Ribbon, Sticky, Crimson, Breathe. Puppies! Yeah! I like puppies. Covet, Bliss, Swimsuit Cage, Sweet, Massacre. Puppy Massacre. Like the puppies massacring things. Hella. Alright, Wrath, Electricity, Dark, Summer. I like the dark. That's a weird one. Aura, Fantasy, Feather, Sugar, Beauty, Comfort, Bed, Hop, Unending Destiny. Pick the spooky waifu. What do you think? Unending Destiny Fantasy. Spooky girl likes fantasy. Apparently she does too. Climax. Climax. Where am I going with this so far? Can I go back and see my previous choices? I gotta choose Climax. Okay, so she's into that. Existence, Tragedy, Doki Doki. I don't remember what the fuck this even is about at this point. Tragedy. I remember something about puppies. Game. I like video games. Fear, defeat, disown, blanket, fireworks, marshmallows, sunny, entropy. Entropy is a cool word. Depression, after image, broken, pain, sparkle, rose, sadness, universe, jumpy, charm. Yeah, universe. We just were talking about entropy, so let's talk about that. Unrequited play, round cloud, heaven sent, incongruent, analysis, flee, starscape, yeah. Horror, fickle, passion, shame, mouse, lucky, headphones, contamination. Disarray infinite. Contamination. Dazzle, vivacious, bouncy, lipstick, music, tenacious, explode, pink clouds, sing. Music. Anger, kiss. I'm just doing like free word association at this point. I'm just gonna choose the words that I like the most out of this, and just hopefully it doesn't turn into a shit show. Anger puppies. Hopeless, suicide, loud, atone, nibble, whistle, peace, vanilla, eternity, unrestrained. I'm doing my best. Hopeless, suicide, loud. I mean, this is good. Eternity. Kawaii. Yeah. And last one. Climax Inferno. Yeah! Marriage, hurt. I don't know what that is. Thank you for the 200 bits, Retrozaki. Anger, suicide, puppies. I don't know what this word means. So Inferno it's gonna be. Yeah. Anger. Let's see what I wrote. I hope it actually works. Hi, Rev. I'm glad to see that you didn't run away from us. Ha ha ha! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little bit strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Rev. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into the literature club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! It's not like he deserves any slack. Yuri told me he didn't even join clubs this year. Last year, too. I don't know if you just plan to hang out here or what. Don't take this seriously, fucking kick your ass. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! Rev always gives his best as long as he's having fun! He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is a little... I'm sorry. Sayori, that's because your room's a little messy. So messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Ha ha! You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Rev can become good friends too. Sayori. Dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put us in, me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. So Yuri made it sound like a big deal when it's not really. What could I do? Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You're just making this more awkward. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wouldn't make a big deal out of it if you don't. I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, and so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if we wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? Hey, Hoots, we're in the literature club! With the animes! She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite not me reading much. The approximations of what it says on screen. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. And drink some more coffee. The main character can read just fine. I can't. That's the problem. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Can I watch this at work or no? There was like a warning at the beginning. Says it's not appropriate for children because of disturbing something. I don't know. It wasn't really. There's this disclaimer, but apparently it's no porn, so you should be fine. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. But at the same moment, I feel bad from distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she just lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second. ... But it only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh! It's fine. I was just fine, because I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I was just reading a bit of this book, so... That's the book you just gave me, right? I'm using the same voice for both of us. At the hour mark, I'm going to take like a... I don't know, 2-minute break to just like... wake the fuck up and maybe clear my nose a bit. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How did you come to have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What it's about, anyway? Well, Yuri looks closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Is that a real book? Sounds like it could be. Isn't Markov? It's Twain. Yeah? Wait. No, I'm the... Okay, the first thing is from the DDLC Reddit, and it may not be an actual book. Okay, so... There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the Front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ha ha ha! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Rev? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Just those kind of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or own philosophy that they believe in. It's true. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive for letting their one-sided morals interfere with their villain plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fills my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So if I ended up saying something strange, and please stop if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're really passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's the literature club after all. Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to! What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were saying you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh! Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is, reading in the company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. See, that's what happens to someone who actually apologizes too much. If you point it out, they will apologize for doing so. Don't do that. They probably are aware. Don't be a dick. I mean... Ha 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 ha! Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. We can each lean in a bit, our shoulders almost touching. I feel as if my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes it. I thought we had this arranged like a table. What the fuck? Did we not do that today? Also, I don't know if I've ever seen an anime girl's ear, and that for some reason is really disturbing to me. This ear. So there's that. Where is everyone the fuck else? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Kind of holding it closer to her than to me, even though she's already read the book, and so it's really hard to fucking read now. Ah. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb, after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I was getting a bit distracted there for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me and I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side, before she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a bit silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second-guessing all the things that she says and does. She's kind of afraid that she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but she's kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. So anyway, you want to fuck? Yuri remains silent for a minute, but Rev, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Having no personality. ... I guess it's... I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh. What are you saying all of a sudden? ... Okay, everyone! ... I think it's time we share today's poems with each other. Might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. I could go with the edgelord voice. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright. I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing, but I can't find really much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn paper spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see that Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their own bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? It's called Puppy Inferno Suicide. It's pretty cute. Okay, so let's go over the tropes. Sayori is the girl next door that I've been friends with forever. Natsuki is the what's the term? Tsundere girl. Yuri is it Dairy? Because she's not crazy. She's just like shy and timid and likes reading horror. I don't know. I'm kind of. Everyone says that it's fuck the emo chick. Do you mean fuck is in actually fuck her, or is in like she's not good, don't go near her. And then there's Monica, who's like the perfectionist, good at everything. Save the game real quick? Okay, we're gonna save the game real quick to right there. She's more goth. I mean, like, goth is good. Is this the one with the 18 plus patch installed? There's not one, as far as I know. I feel like Yuri. Okay, say in chat 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Seeing a lot of 3s and 4s in chat. I'm gonna go 3. Doesn't matter. Okay. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri reads the poem. I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! What was that? ... Did I just say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. Why did I read her mind there for a moment? What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Be gentle. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ... Well, I know that. I just meant Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And I've been through that myself, and I kind of learned to pick up on them. It's kind of most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they make their own style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing style separate from the topic matter. They fit the two together. Okay? The end result is the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. It sounds like she's an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. Okay, did you just throw some shade, or are you saying that I didn't do that? There's so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. Last remaining street light I have withstood the test of time, and last yet to replace the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air as present. Yeah, present. But living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. The fuck? How did that rhyme? Glow? What words rhymed? You suck at reading poems. I mean, yeah. It didn't rhyme? Poems don't need a rhyme. Doesn't need to rhyme, Rev. It's a non-rhyming poem. Doesn't that just make it prose? It's different. It's a haiku? No? It's got too many syllables. Maybe it rhymes in Japanese? Maybe. I don't know. How's your speedrun going? Horribly. I'm an hour in. ... I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took so a long time to read. It's because I'm dumb. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Is it actually gonna give me shit for taking too long to read things, or... Hootie says poems don't need to rhyme. Even though short it's really descriptive. Was it too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad that you like it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I want to write something a little bit more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about ghosts at all, Rev. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. It's usually more simple to tell a story or paint a picture. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Yeah, I never really got poetry. Poetry was never my cup of tea. Never really understood what the fuck it's supposed to be. Lingering in the past, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon we'll be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. This is impressive, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Did someone record this? Oh, yeah, someone recommended this to me. I just saw RECC and assumed that was rec. Like, record. Anyway, hold on. We're gonna pause. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Here's a BRB screen with the thing from Chronog. Today's game looks like whatever. 99 Vitas. It's the game plus the soundtrack for $3. Okay. Anyway, see you guys in just a minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. 2 minutes? Let's say 2 minutes. Be right back. Oh. Commercial break is only allowed every 8 minutes. Okay. How about one now? I assume that there's an ad running. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just noticed when I checked back in that A, probably an ad didn't run, so that's cool. Good job, Twitch. And B, there's a lot of people here watching this, which is interesting. Yeah, of course. So thank you guys for coming on by. I don't know if it's just because I haven't been streaming recently, or if there's some... I feel like there's some massive what is the term? Jape coming on that I'm not worried Or, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not worried enough. It's a popular game. Let me get to the game again so you can see it. They're hoping for anime titties. Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but then in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Rev. Me too. Who should I show the poem to next? Well, people wanted me to do to Monica, so I'm going to show it to Monica then. She was, like, the number 2. Just ignore the chat and play the game, yeah. Hi, Rev! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad, good to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Always. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. It's much just better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Don't worry, Rev. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. That's the sort of barrier we'll all have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Rev. I was going, ooh, in my head when I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not really sure why, but I didn't expect you to go so deep. I guess I underestimated you, you fucking scrub. It's easier for me to keep. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why I always count. That way when it counts, I always put some effort in. Ha 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 ha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that kind of full imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning from it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both people are going to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri already has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about that. You do your own thing. You do you, honey. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll... Sorry. How's the game? It's just a fucking visual novel. I don't fucking know. I'm sure I'll end up trying a lot of things. It'll take a while before I'm comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to try it. Everyone might be a bit more biased to their own styles, but I always helps to find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way that everyone else right. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha! Ha ha! Anyway, did you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't always mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my god, it's a fucking novel and a half. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A real blind. Like a film left out in the sun. It's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with the permanent copy of a meaningless image. Just a little hole. It's too bright. It's too deep. Stretching on forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Looking at you through the glass. Wondering how much time has passed. When it seems like forever. No one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Living all alone inside your head. Stone sour. Anyway. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm really sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. Ha ha! 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 It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's the kind of poem that I've been putting up emphasis time for lines and words. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Did you guys feel... Was it powerful for you guys? What's the inspiration behind this one? Ah! Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say it was some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems recently a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. But after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on the same point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Who do you think? Netsuki? Yuri. Yuri is like the cute girl next door. Netsuki is the tsundere girl. Natsu. Okay. Naruto. Hey Naruto. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad. Just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's just not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked, bitch? The fuck is this? I'll pass. Huh. Wait, she actually just said sigh. Well, anyway. I guess I need to show you mine or whatever. It's not like you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, and that's about it. I think I like this one the most because I actually kind of understand it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest! I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? No, the point is to be all pretentious and shit. Anyway, your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! Like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things really is disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight out into the wordplay. Like I set it up on a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. And so you did. See, that I liked. I thought it was clever. I'm fucking dumb, is the problem. And I think that poem was for dumb people. The more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something, bitch. I didn't expect something like that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? This is a good poem, Rev! Are you sure it's your first time? I need to have, like, actually different voices rather than just generic girl voice. Of course, it's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems and... Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me! Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't take it more seriously than you raised my one at all! But I'm just happy you wrote one! Is that better? You guys like that? Sound like Rev said porn.
It just reminded me how I'm really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in this club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean that I won't break my... That doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Rev. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? You're just a little shit. You're just repressed. Weeb. Trying new things like this is for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Yuri. Not sure if Yuri sees the real full picture of my motive here. Just to get those titties. And then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much of this means to her and all.
Yeah! I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That way, it'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'll do that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Is that peaking the audio? I'd imagine it would. Ever consider painting some Lovecraftian Cthulhu shit? Probably should. Well, let's see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. She's got a crush on me, that's what this means, right? Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until just this morning to write this?
No! It's just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to just a yes or no question.
Just forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least makes me feel better about myself.
Don't be so mean. I was trying my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, but how should I put it? Just sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's about to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Angry. It's your kill bitch. Shank. To the closet. Leave to die.
Well, I guess there's no real point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun for me. Monica's is the best.
Yeah. Well, this time.
Next time I won't forget. I was gonna write a pimple wherever.
I guess I'll look forward to it. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a ledger club after all. I sigh. Oh! I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. I come across the room. Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki, gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem, and I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's wrong with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poems to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss out on the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could it be cute?
I know that. Just been language is, I guess, trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you haven't tried that hard to come up with something nice to say?
Just get more and more nasally. Jesus Christ, Vinny just hosted me for like double the number of people that are in chat. Thanks, Vin. It's like auto-host, but still. Thank you for the resub, Nat Aikens.
But you'd really come out at nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Humph! Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked for someone that actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Rev did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all, I'm a total bitch. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something precarious, inspiring, which I haven't yet. Rev liked my poem too, you know. He even told me I was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You're just... Wait, who was saying that? Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Rev appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs What? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Rev started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly the girls both turned towards me as if they noticed that I was just standing there. Rev, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to be more appreciative of simple writing styles more effective, then we wouldn't have it in the first place. When does this turn good? We're like an hour and a half into this bullshit. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump off the not figure it out. Just help me explain that to her, Rev. Wait. The reason we're having so many deep and expressive voices in our language is the only way to convey complex feelings in the most meaning effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessary, limiting yourself, but also a waste. You understand that, right, Rev? Well? ... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Okay, so... I don't think you should make things overly complex just for the sake of making things overly complex. But also, we have words in order to say things. And just because I understood Natsuki's, more... doesn't mean that it was better. Like, I can understand, like, it's like all like fancy and shit for a reason, and I'm probably just not smart enough to get it. But also, I enjoy shitty poems. Natsuki is the best girl. Natsuki is the girl on the right. Yuri is the girl on the left. Just so you know. You can't have a nuanced opinion. That's not allowed. Dude, every choice is the correct way. Alright, I'm gonna go with Yuri. Because I feel like she's probably right in that you should use more complex words. So you actually have to, like, sit and think on stuff. Rather than just... Because, I mean, like, if it's real blunt, it's not very good, is it? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Yuri. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Total fucking bitch. You shouldn't pick fights just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. So secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. And because something is really personal, that's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. And in Texas, that means I think she's dumb. And if you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't happen in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, that's enough. You both said the some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
That voice is good. I like it. It's nice and commanding.
Nah.
Natsuki clenches her fists, and I drink some coffee loudly into the mic. Bye, Hoots. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiantly only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it feels like I'm walking in this Terry doesn't really need to.
You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your fucking faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem in her hand and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki!
She really didn't need to do that. Natsuki!
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm just so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after something like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks. You're too kind. I'm thankful for having part of the club now. That's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So. What thing did Natsuki say? Having stuff into your bra? With bigger titties? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. That's a good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun!
Well, I say it was worth it.
It was alright, mostly.
Rev, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone about.
Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. ...
I think to myself, I did learn a bit more about the kind of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress, because that's the entire fucking reason you join a club. For the ass. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Rev! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Ah, what do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. You can see why they'd make such good friends with you.
Phew! You know, Rev, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in this club. Because I think I'm happiness. And I think everyone really wants to fuck you, too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun!
Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice. But does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to yourself then to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay!
Yeah. Let's do this. Alright! We're writing another poem. I thought there were 4 girls. Why are 2 of them not showing up there? Alright. Death. I'm just gonna pick real fast. Shame, electricity, whirlwind, hope, bed, friends, nature, treasure. Horror. Are these like the same? Monica isn't dateable. Okay. Rose, Inferno. We're gonna keep with the dark thing going. Suicide, Bunny, Pain, Valentine, Adventure, Marriage, Beauty, Promise. Promise. Question, Prayer, Judgment, Loud, Defeat, Joy, Love, Fickle, Childhood, Incongruent, Prayer, Nightgown, Nibble, Peace, Portrait, Extraordinary. Oh. Oh. What does right-clicking do? Apparently close the window. Email. Like, I don't like technology being in my writing. It's weird. We're writing a portrait. Fatal Portrait. Fucking amazing album. It's not really that great, but it was a good first start. Milk. Candy Cage. Doki Doki Passion. Contamination. Marshmallow Excitement. Contamination. Flower Wrath. Proof, Headphones, Sing, Kawaii, Universe, Lollipop, Lust. Yeah. It could be a creepypasta if it's got technology, but I don't know. Ocean, Game, Sadness, Laugh, Heartbeat, Color. Climax. I'm gonna choose Climax every time it shows up.
Desire. One man, one goal. One true ambition.
I do that every time. Infinite Graveyard. Infinite Graveyard. That's like hokey enough to be a really good like Guar song. Infinite Graveyard. Sticky, Determination, Destiny, Scars, Blanket, Melody, Frightening, Journey, Philosophy, Incapable, Kitty. Philosophy. Anime, Lipstick, Infallible, Dance, Lazy, Sweet, Together, Ambient. After Image. Bubbles, Incontrollable, Peaceful, Shopping, Existence. Fireflies, Hurt, Hair, Existence. And last one, Misery, Comfort, Essence, Tears, Smile. Yeah. Like, whiplash at the last bit. As another day passes, it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the last few days, and in the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Rev!
Yo, Satori! Looks like you're in a good mood today. Sorry, fuck, that's gonna fuck up my throat. I'm really glad my neighbors are probably like... Fuck. Ugh. Someone actually wrote down all the words. Still not used to be... Yeah, I'm still not used to being big in this club hall! I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you. You simple bitch.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? It's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't I take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. Just want to look at it.
Yeah.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse, fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it open, lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the clubroom. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so I'd lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. So it only leaves one option.
Ooh-ah!
I give up.
Don't make fun of me. I feel guilty.
And if you feel guilty, it means you deserve to feel guilty. It does it. Yuri silently giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is always in a book, after all.
Ah!
Oh, I wasn't listening to you or anything. There's just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Rev to let me borrow some of his money.
That's... Don't get me involved in something like that. Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can only responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling the mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. ... Did I just... I didn't mean that at all. I got absorbed in my book. Ooh.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't have a much side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You're so right, though. You did say I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
Ah!
Still coming from you, Suyori. A little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Suyori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before I even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Netsuke into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Suyori. The fuck? Who just hit her?
Yeah!
Oh, out of nowhere, something smacks Suyori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... Yeah? A cookie?
Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Suyori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution?
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes, and it was totally worth it to see your reaction. Though.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
Suyori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Suyori rapidly tears her wrap and takes a big bite. So good!
Woof!
Suyori claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue!
You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks good, too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, bitch tits.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Suyori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. So we're about an hour and a half, hour 40 into this, and I still don't know what the fuck is happening. Ugh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Suyori off of her. Suyori leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey.
Did you seriously just do that? Her mouth's full, Suyori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes.
Monica, can you tell Suyori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the clubroom. Where is Monica, anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today?
Not me!
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope
she's okay!
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. It's pretty popular, after all.
don't think she has a...
Wouldn't be surprised. She probably is more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open.
I'm super sorry! Sorry! I'm super sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh? Monica chose club over her new boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? Boyfriend! Mario! Fuck! What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Ah! Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. Sayori! Natsuki! Yuri! Monica!
That makes no sense, though. You had heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard of it. I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I just sort of started recently. I've always wanted to learn the piano.
That's so cool. You should play us something for Monica.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. We'll look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Rev. Duelist! Please say attention, duelist, in that voice, Rev. Attention, duelist!
I won't let you down, Rev. Fuck. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to any pressure or anything like that. Am I supposed to be falling for this chick?
Haha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love to share the chance once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks.
So I didn't miss anything.
Did I?
No, not really. I choose to leave Sayori. Sayori's mistake. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki has disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri! I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book than the one that we've been reading together. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. What? Oh, what? Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow her and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher of water from the shelf. The kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. She walks around like an ogre. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have a water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah.
Where are you two off to?
Yuri wanted to make some tea, so I realize how weird as it sounds explaining this to Monica. She's off filling the water pitcher.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping Rev in club activities? My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Humph! Then let's go, Rev. Ah. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Some shade there. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Rev. How come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We all have emotions. We can't always hide them away. You always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Chat says to save, so I will. I mean, that much is true. That's just depression, really. No. You would hate me for... Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate you for someone having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, do you say? Yuri lifts her head. Rev, I really like being friends with you. Huh. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Rev, do you like oolong tea? No. I don't. Huh, yeah. Apparently I do. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Is that how you make oolong? That's not how you make oolong. Now it's time to get the teapot. Really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Probably Fahrenheit. 200 degrees Celsius is just like... probably bad. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins to measure the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself a little. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was just doing a bit of thinking. And I decided I would try to express myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. And when it's you who's around anyway... that's great, Yuri. Don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Rev. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Watching Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Rev, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? Hey, Alton, thank you for resubbing for 9 months. Why do you do this, Rev Daddy? Why do you call me Daddy? We all have our own problems. Yours is that you've been subbed to me for 9 months and you call me Daddy. Mine is that I play weeb games. Shit, why aren't the emotes working? I don't know. It's a bit easier on my back. I can't read with my back pressing against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I have just back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my huge titties. Your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while you're reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Oh, go ahead and get this book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Small bag of chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since this goes well with the tea. Yuri and I sit up against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each one holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Do big tits give back problems? Yeah, you want to like just strap like a couple of milk jugs onto the front of your body. Just like go buy 2 gallons of milk and tape that to your front. Just like duct tape 2 gallons of milk to your chest. And then walk around for a bit and see if your back gets fucked up. Fuck, that coffee's bad. It's all watered down. Being tall can also cause back pains. Yep, it can. Because everything's a little bit too short, so you gotta bend over to get to it, which means you're always bending over. But Rev, then I'd get beaten the fuck out by being... Yeah, don't actually do it, but you can imagine how it could be a problem. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but just being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus because now I need to work right. Fuck! Don't touch your titties. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her fades away. Use up all my willpower to focus on reading. So tall plus boobs equals hell. I'd imagine so. What's the plot in this? I'm trying to mac on girls at the literature club. After a few minutes, I managed to relax a little. Relax a whittle. What the fuck am I? I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri almost totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate candy, pop it in my mouth, and I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place some chocolate all the way down her throat. Just shove that thing in there like a dog that's like not trying to eat its medicine. You just like jam that chocolate down its throat. It's like, you gotta hold it. You gotta get like 2 people to hold the dog so it's not trying to run away. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips around it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me as if she needs to confirm what just happened. Rev. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, we were just hoping. Sometimes that's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop for anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, and I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time Yuri's eyes meet mine. ... How did it come to this? was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. She's taking a cab. And I forget the rest of the song. She takes off her dress and they make out. Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Out of sync to her breaths would be weird. I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate, place it firmly, directly into her stomach, arm going directly down her throat. I touch stomach acid and return my hand, slightly singed. I feel her hot breath on my fingers.
Okay, everyone!
Woo, woo, woo.
Ah!
Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems! Rev, you can help Yuri put away the tease shit, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, thanks.
This spell is abruptly broken. Oh. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolate. And in the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. I get this feeling that there's something neither of us have the courage to bring up. Oh. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Yuri stares at the poem, with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Rev, this might be even better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Not the chocolate, that went directly down her throat into her stomach. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I feel like I've gotten japed here. Like someone is they've told me that there's a good reason to play this and that this is actually going to turn into something, and it's not. It's just people fucking with me, and I don't know. I only really write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Yeah, it's again, yeah, huh? Even your close friends, dot, 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 dot. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread from a guilty snack. For a guilty snack, my attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a ordinary human. What? As an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. I was well aware that the raccoon that is well fed always comes back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hunger, curiosity, the recurrent, my urge. The fuck? The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off the cutting knife. The very same night that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on my newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. Raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Am I the raccoon? I feel like I'm a raccoon. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It was a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. Yeah, that's right. I can be a trash panda for you. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express it the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the usual thing that I usually force to keep myself, so sometimes to dry away, because it's embarrassing. People would make fun of me for feeding raccoons. Don't you feel like that, Rev? Well, I do play video games and watch a lot of hentai, so yeah. Let's assume the kind of person that's normally reading this is probably that crowd. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes to make us uncomfortable. After all, if I had learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. Might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There aren't many people like you, Rev. That's exaggerating a bit. It's just how I feel. She's the raccoon and you're giving in to her... Wait, what? No, that doesn't make sense. Have I been playing this whole stream? Yep, for some fucking reason. I never knew I would feel so comfortable feel working to it. It was really nice. And thank you for that. There's really nothing, really. I'm reading a little bit fast just that way we can actually get into the things. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, pick. One. So 1, 2, 3. You don't have to read very carefully now. Okay. Monica, 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 Monica. A little bit of Monica in my life.
Hi again, Rev. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece and stop being a scrub. Ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Wouldn't count on it.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for me today?
Sure, here you go.
Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your own writing style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read.
Thank you, Dapple, for 7 months of not streaming, but I mean maybe you've been streaming for some months, I don't know, but for subbing to me who's been streaming more or less. Last 2 weeks I've been a little bit shaky on the streaming thing, but you know.
Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally.
And I think her poems are the most
romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up the pen.
I noticed that too. When she's talking about literature, she turns the light on inside her.
Ahem! Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her.
Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish that she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending herself like that, you must be pretty into her.
You completely misunderstood. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Calm down, I'm just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Shade. Monica whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but
well, there's nothing really wrong with that.
Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? The way this one turned out, I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating, waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me? What? It's even more abstract than your last one. Ha ha ha! I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. Oh, it's like save and then load me. I got it.
I'm sorry if you don't like it.
I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with space on my paper. Really got into House of Leaves recently. Decided I'd use up like 80 pages of paper to write one book. It's like 2 words long. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem.
It's almost like magic.
Oh right, that's her voice.
The way I wrote the lines really short makes they feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still really hard to tell for me about what it's about. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't really the right question. A poem can be abstract as the physical expression of a feeling or conversation with the reader.
So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something.
Anyway, here, Monica, writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself in trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is that tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ha ha ha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, alright. Pick one. One. Is Monica All Might? I'm starting to get into that, yeah. 1, 2. You really like Natsuki's phones. Alright, which one is she? Oh, fuck. I really liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I could tell you were a little bit more daring with this one. You fucking shit. You're really not good enough for that yet. It felt bad. Well, that may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still trying to figure this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate it when people try to sound fancy or add just more annoying, more complicated language. Like that Yuri bitch. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels with cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader... Okay, that's one way to look at it. Well, anyway, everyone has their own opinion. My opinion is the best opinion, and I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, so that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me out and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks to spiders. What if her friends start liking spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it hurts anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Fuck Amy. Not bad, right? It's a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. She's saying that Yuri has weird hobbies? Yeah. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Anyway, like anyone would actually agree that the subject of the poem isn't an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, that's how everyone thinks It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something you're afraid that other people find out about and make fun of you if they... Oh, so maybe spiders is just, like, manga? I don't know. But that just makes people more stupid. So who cares what anyone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy, right? I think people need to learn respect for others for liking weird things. I mean, hella, yeah. When and how I followed this channel and how am I here? I don't know. Welcome to the stream, dude. We don't normally play this kind of game, and that's probably why you're confused. That's funny. Yuri wrote something about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about unusual hobbies of hers. I don't really get it, but it says something similar to yours. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. I forgot what Yuri's was about. Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ooh. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words, and I have trouble reading them. I guess I should try to not be so mean to her. She just feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate when people make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it makes it sound like she's learned her lesson. I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message of your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless if there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want people to think, not just feel. Remember that, bitch. I'm gonna write a real good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Okay. I guess that was about what that was. Fuck. I don't feel like I'm smart enough for this game. I'm not smart enough for this weeb game. I don't know anything about poems. I'm not gonna do her voice. I really like this one, Rev. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does it mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems, good or bad. That's just why I let go of my heart. It makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not exactly sure that's how it works, but then again, I guess like conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. Fucking hell. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking of some of the other people. You just try to think of yourself for once. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, I like sad poems too. Sometimes a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Why am I adding a T in there? I like happy the most, but sometimes you have to have a little rain cloud over your head. And a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug. And makes a nice, happy little rainbow. Oh my god, I want to kick you in the face. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Save? Why? Why are you guys saying save? Okay, I saved. Thanks, Rev. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pick one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Now I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes a friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper I go. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave. Discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow out the dust of my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time's elapsed. This one actually kind of rhymes. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? Frantically, I pulled them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters on the tile between my feet. Happy little thoughts, happy little thoughts, happy little thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Isn't that a song? Holy crap. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did!
Of course I did! I didn't like to write the best poem ever!
Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a lot.
Monica taught me a whole lot! I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy!
Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks! I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. You even helped me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic.
You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I
Die!
Ha ha ha! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori had always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it with no more than a week later. Wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Okay, everyone! Now that we're all done reading each other's poems, right? And I read that right the first time, bitch. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit in the front of the room.
Fuck! Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put something together good in a few days. We're just embarrassing ourselves in front of the new members. That is a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what exactly we're doing for this event.
Oh, sorry. I thought you had already heard about it. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica?
Yes, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're not going to let anyone else come up. The cool part is we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting all of the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I just didn't sign up for this shit. Didn't sign up for any of this shit. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori! I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to fucking... There's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud for a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. ... But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones that are responsible for the fates of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your inner feelings and being intimate with yourself in front of everyone. Get really fucking intimate in front of everyone.
Also, I wasn't born in 1984. Jesus Christ. Like 29. About to be 30. 88, bro. Not that old yet.
Finding new horizons and having fun.
That's right! And for those reasons, we're going all in on this club today. Fucking...
Oh, God. Switching between those two voices is really fucking rough. Oh, fuck.
Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do.
Those two voices are at completely different parts of my throat. Her voice. Can you see my mouse? No. Okay. Monica's voice is very down in my stomach and bassy, whereas Sayori's voice is like right up, like in my nose and in the back of my throat, and so really fucks with me.
I know we just standing in front of this room for 2 minutes reciting a poem. Leonardo, you can do it. ...
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think there's too much to ask. I think the Sayori might have trouble getting really hard. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. That's the least we can do to help them out a little bit.
Well, ... maybe, but ...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't really have any arguments left.
Ooh. ... okay, fine. But I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright!
Phew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I don't really guess I have a choice. I'm very burpy today. Sorry about that. I don't know why. I'm drinking coffee. Yuri has, like, only chin. What are you talking about?
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica? This is all too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of a club, then how do you expect to do it in front of a group of things? Oh no. Don't worry. All Might is here. I'll start off and help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Aha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. You know exactly how to apply emotion behind each of the lines she recites. Bringing the words to life is something that she's done before, or is it simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. All four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica!
Aha! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
Fuck! I'll go next. What?
Yuri's all fired up for some...
Yuri clutches a piece of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just for a moment, she practically refused to do as... Why is she all of a sudden putting all this effort in? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost as if what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. Her poem is full of twists and turns in structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. It must be rare to glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, bewilderment even at herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me and we give Yuri the recognition that she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, it's just we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. But as we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, you're really...
Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay! I guess I'm next then!
So Yuri hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium.
This was called my medal! Sorry, I giggled.
So Yuri.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it as you're reciting to other people. Imagine if you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins to recite her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sayori's was. It's serene and bittersweet, as if I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes. We all applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Rev liked it. I love Rev. I'll die for Rev. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that mean?
That came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely, bitch. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen your poems where it starts off sort of gentle delivery would not work as well. You need to be more focused behind them, depending on what you're reading.
That's why I'm getting some water. Be right back. Fuck.
Well, I've been practicing that sort of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a bit more. We don't have so much time before the festival, you know.
The creator of this game made FFZ. I don't know what FFZ is, so...
Okay!
Now who's next?
Tilda's gonna get home here in about 9-10 minutes.
Natsuki.
Humph! Well, don't make me go before Rev. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Rev lowers everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Bitch.
Natsuki!
It's fine. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I'm done, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. So I am not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less of your abilities and more of your lack of confidence in your writing. There's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Natsuki!
Yeah.
I'm going!
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem's called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting!
Humph! Well, anyway, the poem's called Jump. It's a Van Halen song.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style that works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. I hate that Van Halen song too. Most Van Halen songs I hate, to be honest. Except for Hot for Teacher. That's a good song. That was them, right? Anyway.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do it again.
Oh, well, you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, I'm not doing it. I mean, doing it in front of other people will always be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's such a surprise to keep it still away from me!
Well, that's how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry much about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get some practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets to let everyone know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. Should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm pleasantly surprised that you're all putting your effort into this club. It really makes me happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time for today. The festival is coming up, so let's try and write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be planning for tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this. Alright. Have I heard of a sunken coast fallacy? No. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Soria and Monica. Let's do my best to get through it for the sake of the club and for impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Oh, that was me. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Oh, jeez, you guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be nice, though. Oh. Ah. How am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Ravi, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days, a lot have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Da-da-da! Da-da-da! Sorry, space out!
Ah, no wonder.
I was just thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Yuri has to walk you home.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. I mean, I'm gonna have to go soon. Two?
But thou must.
I mean, it kind of seems like a dick move to, but, okay. If she asked me, it would be awkward. Chat is divided between 1 and 2. Leave this decision for later. Do I have a coin to flip? I don't. I'm gonna pick 1. Walking her home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for social, I feel awkward turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That had nothing to do with that, what I just said.
Aha! You just admitted it!
Jeez. There's not even some point speculating about that. That's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about you. Being with her. And me outside the window watching. Always watching. It's not like he's showing me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori! I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. It's kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take it away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. But then again, this festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time? Alright. Let's try to make the most erotic story possible. Bed. Journey. Pleasure. Candy, premise, friends. Cheer, minger, pure bliss. Bliss. Fester, melody, smile, empty, sweet, fear, anxiety. Headphones, heartbeat, awesome, shopping, vanilla, chocolate, kiss, time, insight broken. What happened to loot? I'm going with loot still. Vanilla, awesome. Misfortune alone. Sexy. Hop, giggle, graveyard sex, jump, romance, lust, rainbow, cage, bunny, secretive, silly, breathe, cute. Lust, rain cloud, peaceful, calm, anime, tears, inferno, climax, nightgown, playground, crimson, flea, entropy, cry, disaster, disarray, sugar, sticky or disaster? Disaster. Despise, puppy, peace, bubbles, whirlwind, cloud, eternity, misery, suicide, misery. Really happy about misery. Treasure, whistle, extreme, fireflies, valentine, loud, determination, explode, essence, explode. Play, color, lipstick, dance, wrath, raindrops, unrequited, ocean, mouse, horror. Sexiest poem. Infinite Rose, Tenacious Family. Not that. It's Intellectual Ambient, Pout, Sadness. Fireworks, Judgment, Passion, Portrait, Death. Fickle, Essence, Existence, Uncanny, Spinning. I mean, I guess you could get into that. Starscape, Lucky, Defeat, Variance, Poof, Papa, Shiny, Milk, Infallible, Holiday. Milk. Captive, Grief, Unending Fun, Skipping, Bouncy. What happened to Lewd? You're still doing Lewd. Meat Spin. Not gonna do Daddy. Get your... Fuck you. Bouncy? Bouncy. Flesh rotate. Oh, man! Need to go pee. Be right back. Give me another BRB. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to stream a whole lot more today, but, 2 minutes. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back. Time for more video game. I guess you guys are enjoying it because there's a shit ton of you here. Again, it feels like I'm missing something, but anyway. I need to reiterate, once you get to the weekend segment, things are going to move at a blinding pace and it's going to be hard to leave the stream off. You should consider shutting down here if you can't go much longer. I can't really go much longer? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow or if, I don't really know what this is. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I don't understand it. I don't understand why everyone's, like, freaking the fuck out. You're missing all the poems because you don't save some scum too much. We can wait? Because here's the deal. Tilda, I think, said... Here, let me double check the schedule. Let me see what time Tilda gets off work. And if she gets off at... It's either 5:30 or 6:30. It says 5:30 on here. So, alright. So, Monica, are you in the dev team or something? Oh. Yeah, I guess Doki Doki Monica would be kind of a thing to say that maybe they are. This day and the weekend and you'll know. Okay. Once you reach a certain place, I'm not a dev, I'm a president of the literature club. Well, there you go. I take it you know quite a bit about this game, Doki Doki Monica. My girlfriend is on the way home in, soon. She'll probably give me a notification soon that she's on her way home, so... Should I keep going or should I try and stop for now? It's about sad that you have 200 hours in it. Alright, I guess I'm gonna do a straw poll real quick. Give me a second. Oh, Tilda just texted me. I think it's probably best we stop then. If this is a good stopping point, then we're just gonna stop here, and I'll come back to it. Because, this is a really good place to stop. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save then. Okay, cool. And, I guess that's where we're stopping? The help file has been opened, and you're... Okay, thanks. Doesn't really tell me anything. I'm sorry, apparently this is where it's about to get good. I'll try and stream tomorrow if I can. I know I have work and Tilda doesn't. I forget what time I have work. The second part is best to experience all at once. So when are we having part 2? It's either going to be tomorrow. Let me check and see what time I have work, so that way I can tell you when I can be back. And I'll let you guys know. I'll tweet out about whether or not I'll be able to stream tomorrow or not after I actually see how my day is going. So, tomorrow... Holy fuck. Yeah, tomorrow I'm working 3 to 10. This is gonna be a bitch. And then I'm also working 3 to 11. Is that right? Is that me? Yeah, I'm working closing, I think, both days. Wait a minute. No. Am I the third one on that line? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm third one on the list. So I'm working 11:30 to 7:30 tomorrow. I'd like to stream this, so that way I can have it up for a video for Saturday, because I was hoping I could get something out of that, but we'll see. I will let you guys know. DDCLC has stopped working. Okay. Sometimes quitting out of games causes them to crash, which is funny. Let me check to see if there's any art. There is no new art today that is tagged as me. If you made art and it's for me, make sure you tag it. They say that this game is about 4 to 5 hours long, and we got about 2.5 hours in, I want to say. So I'll check and see if anyone's live on Vinesauce, and if someone's live, I'll host them. And Vinesauce.com is having a little bit of trouble loading. It looks like Limes is streaming The Evil Within. I hate the commercial for that fucking game. 4 to 5 is average length. Oh. I'm gonna host Limes. It's been a bit since I hosted Limes. It's been a bit since I hosted anyone, so I'm gonna leave it there. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, it's Darren's birthday? Okay, maybe I should host him. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will stream when I can. I'll let you guys know. I don't really know. I don't think we got to the good part yet. And I hope there's no spoilers, so I kind of want to stream as soon as possible. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to run an ad and then I'm out. Bye!